In this video, I'm going to do a high-level overview of production screens available inside Path. Let's go ahead and open up Path and log in. Now there's approximately 80 screens that are available inside Path, everything from production to lock to compliance screens. We have 60 custom screens available that can be turned on as needed. But for this video, let's focus on production screens. So I'm going to log in under my manager role. On my demo account, I've got my manager set up with all screens turned on. And let's go into our production screens. So I'm just going to go through these quickly at a high level, just so you can be familiar with what you'll get with Path in the production. So the first production screen is Send Status. Now this is going to show you the loan journey visibility, showing the loan going from status to status, the loan going from department to department, when the loan was sent to the department, when the loan picked it up, who's currently working on it right now, have they started working on it? That's all tracked down to the hour, minute, and second on the Send Status screen. Then we have a loan summary screen, which is going to have all the loan data at a quick glance. Then you're going to have your borrower, property, and product and pricing screens. Those are the three application screens that are in Path, and I've got another video that goes into detail on those three screens. Then transactions, that's a screen that's going to have all your critical dates in the loan. That's where you go to indicate if you're doing escrows. HMDA, NMLS, and adverse action. So in this screen, we've taken all the HMDA data, the NMLS data, and adverse action related and all consolidated on one screen. And we've received really positive feedback from our users. They like that. Makes it more user-friendly to work with. Contacts, that's going to be a screen where all the agents that are working on this loan will be listed, and there's quick access to your company contact list. So you can go and populate all those contacts quickly. Appraisal, that'll have all your appraisal information on that screen. Verifications, that's a nice screen that's going to show all the verifications that you've generated and completed. And that's a screen where you can go to create verifications, whether it's a VOM or VOE or VOI or VOR, all that handled on your verification screen. Then you've got your debt consolidation screen. So that's pretty straightforward. That's where you're going to go and list all the different liabilities and indicate which ones are going to be paid. Additional tracking, closing cost. Now this is a screen I'm going to click into because I wanted to show you how a lot of these screens, when you click into them, they're going to have multiple tabs. So like here, the closing cost screen has got a fees tab. That's your fees worksheet. It's got a summary tab. It's got an LE tab, service providers, closing disclosure, summary of transactions, payoffs, additional information, and escrows, all falling under the closing cost screen there. Then you also have closing information. That's another one of those screens. It's going to have multiple tabs. So you'll have general, legal, fees, insurance and escrows, summary of transactions, closing disclosure, and wire. The wire is a nice screen because you can go in here and list the deductions, the additions, see the net wire amount. That's all calculated for you there. We could turn on a button so you can open up the funding advice worksheet right here from this screen, or the loan disbursement worksheet. All right, going back into our production screens, we have construction. So that's a really nice screen if you're doing construction loans. We've made a lot of enhancements to that so that you can handle the draw and the payment in different ways. Delivery, that's going to be a post-closing screen for getting the package put together and getting that delivered to the investor. Doc redraw, doc request, escrow holdback, Fannie Mae screen, FHA screen, final documents. So that's going to be for closers. Freddie Mac, funding summary, HELOC, income calculation, insurance, interim servicing. That's a nice screen if you're selling the loan and you don't get it off the books in time, so you record a onesie or a twosie payment. Interim servicing can handle that. Loan transmittal, so for underwriting, MI tracking, package receipt, profile, quote. Now, I've got another video specifically on the quote screen, but just a quick mention, it is just a fantastic screen for the LO to go and start an application and pre-qual. It's got all the tools they need and data fields they need to pre-qual a borrower in under 10 minutes without leaving that screen. Request funding, return funds, review closing package, shipping, summary closing. So that's a nice summary screen that's got all the data points specific to what a closer would want to see. Summary underwriting, similar concept. That's got all the data points that an underwriter would want to see at a quick glance. Suspense tracking, ULDD, underwriting. So that's, of course, screen where the underwriter is going to go and review all the data they need to make a decision and decision the loan. USDA, VA, servicing. Now that's a nice screen, especially, of course, when you're servicing your loan. And just a side note, we partner with a vendor called ABT, Access Business Technologies, and they can use our Path API and interface Path to any banking core solution for servicing. And what we'll do is on this service, I'll just go into it, on this servicing screen, we can turn on a button. So when you're ready, you go here and press the button, and all that data would automatically migrate into your core system for servicing. And we can migrate both the data and the documents. We can put a rule on the button so that it can only be triggered if you've got all the data points collected that are required. So that way you're making sure that all the data you need is going over. And then just to wrap the video up, multiple properties. So that's a nice screen to list additional properties on a loan. And to my knowledge, there's no limitation. You just keep adding more and more properties. It'll subject property 2, subject property 3, and so on. Okay, well, that concludes this video. I really appreciate you watching. Path is amazing. You will love it. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks.